Hello, this is the first of two videos for teachers that teach AP Calculus and how to use Khan Academy in the classroom. So, my name is Kelly Gagnon and I'm a Khan Academy Ambassador. I live in northern New Hampshire where I've been teaching AP Calculus for about 10 years. Today we're going to start with what the objectives of are in this video and an agenda. The primary objective is for you to be able to use Khan Academy effectively with your students in AP Calculus. The first video is just going to be an introduction to why Khan Academy. The second video will get into how to get started in implementation and planning. And then lastly, we're going to ask you to fill out a survey if you once you've watched these videos. So today's video again will focus on why Khan Academy for AP Calculus. So basically, Khan Academy can work with any level of math. So even if students have a weakness or an area that they need to review, like factoring or rational functions, or anything that they need to review, Khan Academy can be that tool as well. It gives instant feedback for students, and it's also the data that teachers need. So these are all the subject areas that are currently on Khan Academy. Again, today we're going to focus on the AP Calculus and the AB. I'm going to start off with a short little video that my students, one of my students explains like how we use Khan Academy in our classroom.
So we use Khan Academy like throughout our course. Like from the beginning, we'll do a little bit of topics like for limits, derivatives. But now that we're kind of wrapping up our information, we're really loading on the Khan and doing a lot of the mastery challenges, just so that we don't forget the limits or the basic derivatives and things like that. And then we're trying to get our mastery up to 100% before we take the AP exam, so that we really know what we're doing.
Okay, so this is the website that you can go to get the content, and you'll see that it matches and it's aligned with College Board, and they've partnered with College Board. You're going to see practice tests on Khan Academy. You're going to see the subjects by content. You'll see all the exercises that are offered, and this is what the students were talking about with the Mastery Challenge, that they're trying to get this Mastery Challenge at 100%, and they take Mastery Challenges and it increases their percent if they get the questions correct. And they spiral the review through. So you'll have a question and you'll have it on Mastery Challenge that shows you know it, but then you might have a chain rule example on a Mastery Challenge, and then the next time you take a Mastery Challenge, it'll put another chain rule problem on there, and it wants to make sure that you still are remembering how to utilize your content knowledge. Okay, this student's going to briefly expand upon how we use it in the classroom.
So Khan Academy, I think, is really good because it really forces you to know the material, and with mastery challenges, you are able to really make sure that you have the material under your belt and be able to really know that on the exam you'll know what to do. And in mastery challenges, it also mixes up different materials so that you know how to change gears quickly, which is helpful on the exam, and really get to know all the information that you'll need.
Okay. So you are going to, again, we talked about earlier that they give students feedback right away if the questions are right or not. And then they also, teachers can view how students are doing on these assessments and different exercises. So some of the struggles and some of the things that Khan Academy can address is that a teacher might say this: my students need to retain a lot of skills and knowledge on the AP Calculus test. Figuring out how to struggle the review days at the end of the year is a challenge. So this gives you a way to utilize and give students individualized focus on the topics that they need. If they've already mastered concepts, they don't need to revisit it. So they're just looking at the concepts that they still need to master. You can assign students specific topics, you can assign items, and students also can take quizzes and tests on particular topics. So another teacher might say, I want resources that are effective but also engaging for students. That's easier said than done. Khan Academy has AP Calculus questions that are provided, and there's a mission for students, so they have that motivation, and you can chart what they're doing for practice. That's an important part of knowing students are held accountable. And it's kind of early on right now with Khan Academy and College Board partnering for the AP Calculus, but they've partnered last year. They looked at the SAT data, and so I thought this would be good to share. So proven results for students. 64% of students from top universities say that Khan Academy was a meaningful part of their education. So 20 hours of Khan Academy SAT practice associated with a 115-point average increase on the PSAT and SAT. So this isn't the AP test. I'm sure this data will be able to come out next year if your students are using it. But a 115-point increase by using a very similar format that SAT and Khan Academy are partnered together, and then the College Board also partnered for the AP Calculus test. And then students who completed 60% of their grade level math on Khan Academy experience a 1.8 times their expected growth on NWA MAP test. Okay, so students are improving on national test scores. And we're talking about over 10,000 students working here that improved with looking at their grade level mission. So I suggest by assigning students the mission and trying to achieve the 100% prior to the AP Calculus test. The next video will focus on how to get started using Khan Academy.